now. Right, let's see how quick we can do this one. Define capacitance. So we need our formula. What's our formula? Q equals CV. So C equals Q over V. So we could say capacitance.
Charge required.
Yeah, capacitance is the charge held per unit volt. So the unit is farads, and you can say 1 farad is 1 coulomb per 1 volt. I'll give you 2 marks for that. Okay, B part 1, we have now the voltage is 40 volts, the capacitance is 8.5 microfarads, and we want the charge, so Q equals CV, multiplying the two numbers, 8.5 times 40 times 10 power minus 6. I got 3.4 times 10 to the minus 4 coulombs. Too easy. And then part 2 is what is the energy? What's the formula for energy? Half CV squared. You know the C, you know the V. A half times C times V squared. I get pretty small, 6.8 millijoules. And that's part B done. Whoops. Part C is to give you the circuit, what is the total energy stored. So we have to combine all our capacitors together. So I'll do 8 plus 2 is 10 microfarads. And then we have a 4, a 10 and a 6. So we have to add them together as 1 over 4, 1 over 10 and 1 over 6.
0.5.
Are you giving me the 3 fractions or the final answer? Okay. C equals 0.52 microfarads. Okay, and now no, that's not a top. You forgot to flip it. C equals 1 over that, so we get 1.94 microfarads. But we want the energy, so energy is a half CV squared. The voltage is 10. So if I put all my numbers into my formula, I get 9.68 times 10 to the minus 5 joules. Is that, I'm kind of shocked how quickly I'm doing this section B question. Is that right, Sue? Yep. Anybody else shocked? No?
I think 50 questions for you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on to the D part now. So D part, you have a 50, so the capacity is 50 microfarads, the charge is 350 microcoulombs. Determine the value of the resistor if the charge falls to 250 after 2 minutes. Okay, so we have to use this formula. Well, I'll write it down here. This is at the beginning. So this is when the time is 0. And then later you're told that the Q is 250 microcoulombs when the time is 120 seconds. So we have to use the formula Q equals Q0 E minus time over time constant. And the time constant, do you remember what the formula is? Or C? Yeah, no, just, yeah, so you can have it as Q0 E minus T over or C. Now, we know the Q0 and we know the Q. We have 250 micro equals 350 micro E minus 120 over R times C, which is 50 micro. So that's nice, the micros cancel. We can divide by 350. So on the next line we get 0.7143 equals E power. It's given in the question. Where is your book of questions? Yeah. 120 divided by 50 micro. So here is minus 2400000 over R.
Minus 24 times 25.
10 to the 5. Yeah.
And you put log on.
You're right, Mohammed. Then we put log on both sides. So log 0.7143. So you got now minus 0.3365 equals minus 24 times 10 to the 5 over R. So you're done now. Just do a bit of dividing and you have the answer. R equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I divide by 10 power 6, I get
1.4 times 10 to minus
1.4, or maybe I typed it in wrong. I got 7.13 mega ohms. What's the
10.
answer?
You can't get it because you divide by power 5.
Huh?
You probably forgot to put the brackets when you were dividing.
I have R is 24 times 10 to the 5 over 0.3365. So, do you mind telling me the answer? Exactly? Great. Okay, next part.
Mega
10 to the 6 is mega, giga is 9. Next part is they want the time if the charge is 150. So 150 micro equals 350 micro e to the minus t over R, which we know, times c, which we know. C is 350 micro. Now that's actually nice that it's micro because it cancels them. 7.13 times 350. Okay, so I end up getting, and these cancel, 3 over 7, whatever that is, I'll type it in now, minus t over 2492. And just like the last time, you put log on both sides. So I'll just skip the last couple of steps. You've seen it already now. Log 0.4286 times 2492. So I got a huge number, suspiciously big. What's the answer, please? If you have it handy. I think I've typed something in wrong then. Is the sorry, here's my mistake here. Here, it's not 350 here, I misread it. What's the capacitance? 50, so that's not 350, so I'll just change that one there. That should be 356.5. About 300. I got roughly 302. And then the last part is what is the voltage after 5 minutes. So the formula for voltage is V0, E minus T over RC. So that would be, oh, do we not know the voltage at the start? We don't. But we have C, we have B, yeah.
Well, we have C and Q.
Yeah, maybe we could use Q equals, oh yeah, Q equals CV. But we don't have the Q for 5 minutes, we have the Q for 2 minutes. Huh? Oh, we have the Q at the start, yeah, so we could get the V at the start. There's actually a couple of ways to do this. What we could do is get the V at the start and then get the V later. Or we could get the Q later and then by using Q equals CV work out the V later. Which would you prefer to do? To get the V at the start or?
This is completely the same.
Yeah.
First one.
It just feels like I should be able to use some of the numbers I have already, but I have nothing for 5 minutes, I only have it for 2 minutes.
So we can find the Q for later.
Oh wait, hang on. 5 minutes is 300 seconds, which is the last answer. So I actually do know what the charge is later. It's 150. I have a feeling that this should have been exactly 300, that I hadn't enough decimal places here. So I know the Q is 150 microcoulombs, and I know the C is 50 microfarad, so I can get the voltage, because I have Q equals CV, so V is Q over C.
Stuart, how do you
Oh, it wasn't. It is really 302.
Yeah, 302.0.
So I can't really use this.
Maybe we can. Our mistake would be very small.
Yes. Let's do it the bad way, and then we'll do it the good way. So if I did it the bad way, it would be roughly 3 volts. What is the answer in the book? Is it 3 volts? 3.02. Not so bad. So let's do it the right way now. So we want something like 3.02. Okay, so if I do it properly, I have V equals Q over C, which equals, the C is 50 times 10 to the minus 6, it's micro, and the Q is Q0. What's Q0? 350. E to the minus T over or C, and the C is 50 micro. And what was the or, please? 7.12 mega. That's great because remember the mega and the micro cancel. So okay, 1.3. Right, I'm assuming if I type all this in on the calculator, it will come out as 3.02. Let's check it. Oh, and there's a micro here, but they cancel. Fraction.
3.02.
Yep. Would have been so nice if it was 300 seconds in the last part, but the answer does say 302. But anyway, it is 3 marks, so I guess you have to do some work for it. Volts, of course.